Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2022 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of May, and this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch these videos, for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, feedback. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude. Thank you. So, Aquarius, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of May 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aquarius, it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian. It's going to resonate, of course, a little differently for everyone because it's a general reading. So if you know all your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them all for any additional insight they may provide. And if you find that something does resonate with you, you want to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great gifts. Feel free to contact me directly at maggie@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link, the little arrow with this video. I'd be delighted to hear from you. And I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings in all the main areas of life, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling as well, so send me an email if you'd like. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what the last half of May looks like for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot Royale. We begin with the Hanging Man, waiting, watching for something, maybe gaining new information, getting some new perspective, watching something playing out, but not taking any decisive action just yet. With the Ace of Coins, a new beginning. Coins or pentacles is governed by the element of earth, which governs the more practical area of our life. So it may be waiting to see about a practical new beginning, like moving, relocating, new jobs, new projects, or something like that. Next, we have the Empress, the traditional Earth Mother of the Tarot. It represents abundance, fertility, giving birth to new things. It can represent a specific female, a mother figure, or a specific female that you see as very abundant, perhaps very beautiful, lovely, sensual, fertile, with justice, reaping what you sow, being honorable, ethical, making sure the scales balance out, being transparent, doing the right thing. Waiting to see what someone does. You're either waiting to know what the right thing is to do, or you're waiting for somebody else to make a decision that whatever maybe hoping that somebody's going to make what you see as the right decision, which could potentially lead to a new beginning. Well, it would one way or the other. So the Ten of Swords, surrendering to a painful ending, moving on beyond some sort of pain or disappointment or betrayal. With faith, in other decks, the Hierophant, convention, tradition, institutions. Here, more literally having faith. Faith that you're going to be all right. Faith that things are going to work out. Are you waiting to see if somebody is going to end something, perhaps a relationship? Or waiting for you to know whether to make the decision to end something or not? There's a sense of waiting and not knowing if something is going to end so that you can move on one way or the other. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last half of May is death, final endings, or utter and complete transformations and rebirth. Let's clarify that death card. There you are, King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Temperance, neither too much of one nor too much of the other, trying to stay grounded, patient, not make any spontaneous, rash, impulsive decisions, which is also kind of the Hanging Man. You're either waiting for something to end, maybe you're waiting on a decision whether something's going to end or not, or you're waiting to see whether you should end something or not, or you're watching something end. You're watching the end of something play out and trying to maintain your balance in the midst of that and not kind of go overboard or be too impulsive. Let's clarify the Hanging Man. This might be a personal relationship for some of you, romantic or otherwise, a personal relationship. Or because it's the Empress, it could be, parents as well. So the Hanging Man is clarified by the Ten of Swords again, surrendering to a painful ending, perhaps. Moving on beyond a painful ending. Strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities. Again, you're either in the midst of watching something end that is difficult, or you're in a process where you or somebody else is trying to make a decision whether something is ending or not. It requires balance, it requires strength and courage. Clarify the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings, the beginning of passion or excitement again, and the Hanging Man. Again, all this waiting energy. Let's clarify the Empress. The Lovers, a relationship at a crossroads. A choice needs to be made. Possibly there was a third-party relationship or situation in here for some of you. That might be where the betrayal energy is coming from. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is certainly a relationship reading for most of you. And the Empress, the Queen of Cups, that represents the other person, female or not. A decision needs to be made with justice. What is the right decision, or making the right decision? You, the other person, what's the right thing to do here? The Emperor. Yeah, we have the Empress. Here's the Emperor. So this is definitely a relationship reading. Your relationship or marriage, somebody close to you's relationship or marriage, or parents even as well. The Hierophant, yeah, convention, tradition, right next to faith, which is the same card. Seven of Pentacles, the Empress again, and the Moon with the Ten of Swords. This is looking at what you have invested in something, how much you have invested, and trying to make decisions based on that. The Empress again and the Moon. It feels like it's unclear, even at the end of this 2 weeks. This is a process that's playing out. Clarify the faith of whether or not, I mean, some of you, this may be just an ongoing ending and you're trying to figure out how to sort it out. Like in the midst of a divorce, what's the right thing to do? A fair and equitable division of things, or child support or alimony, or, just splitting things up. It might be that for some of you. But for more of you, it feels like you're in a process where the end is still as of yet undecided. There's like evaluation going on, trying to figure out, is this worth looking at what you have invested in it? Is this worth, can we fix this? Is this possible? How do we move on? Can we move on? Do we move on together? Do we move on separately? Faith, or the Hierophant, is clarified by the Star. A renewal of hope, faith, and optimism usually comes after the Tower card. So I think someone here, whether it's you or the other person, is holding out hope in one of two ways. Either that this will not end and that there will be able to be some kind of reconciliation or healing, or if it is ending, or if it does end, that you can still move on after this. You can still have, a beautiful life after this. Challenging. All right, any final advice, guidance, or messages? I mean, this is a short period of time that I typically look at in the readings, just a couple of weeks, right? So this is just what's playing out during that time. Any guidance, advice, feedback for Aquarius? The Four of Swords. This is a card of withdrawal, rest, retreat, recovery. It's temporary. He's still dressed in his armor. He's removed his hand gauntlets, his helmet, his sword is there. the swords above him, which represent whatever conflict or battle he's been in, they're still there. He's still going to go back into battle, but for now he's taking a time out to rest, recuperate, perhaps think about things, gain some different perspectives. That's Spirit's first advice to you. Anything else? Judgment, a major crossroads, major significant crossroads, a choice. And this choice will likely be final, the outcome of it, meaning which judgment usually is. And what does that mean? It means that whatever choice you make, you're accountable for those actions and you can't reverse them, right? So choosing to stay, that's what will probably be for quite some time, if not for the rest of this life. If you choose to leave to do something different or just to do something different than what you have been, then that will be a game changer as well. So choose wisely, choose carefully. Justice, doing the right thing. So with the first card that jumped out of the deck being, take some time off to rest, recuperate, think. Because when you're in the midst of like pain and exhaustion and all of this kind of stuff, a lot of times we tend to make decisions in the midst of all of that that turn out not to be the best decisions. So this is about taking some time off to rest, recuperate, gain some perspective, which will aid you in making whatever you feel is going to be the absolute right, honorable, ethical, best decision possible. Okay, Aquarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of May. I hope you found them helpful and useful. Gave you something to think about or consider. Again, if any of this resonates with you to the point that you would like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be happy to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.